We are anonymous. No faces, no flags, no permission slips. Just a mask, a mic, and a habit of shining a flashlight into Trump world's messiest corners. And tonight's corner is cinematic, because Melania's shiny, self-titled documentary is on the eve of bombing, so hard that its mere existence in the zeitgeist is sparking more backlash and more biting satire than I could ever fit into one video. So I curated the best of the best for you. Here we go again. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button to get all of our reports covering all of the tremendous disasters that come from Trump world. Then let's jump right in with a compilation from mainstream media. And on the other side, I'll share the instant comedy classics delivered by content creators. And honestly, that structure hits, because this story is half industry embarrassment and half internet roast session. Mainstream media first. This weekend, the long-anticipated documentary Melania will hit theaters. And according to reporting that's been repeated widely from the Wall Street Journal angle, Melania pocketed about $28 million from the licensing fee. Between that and her marriage, people are joking she's probably the highest-paid actress in the world, because nobody's ever gotten a bigger paycheck for saying less. Then the hard part for Team Trump reality. Nobody likes what the Trump administration is doing right now. And the movie, yes, the movie literally called Melania, has a supersized, ginormous worldwide marketing campaign behind it. The Sphere, the stock exchange, Trump aggressively pushing tickets to his audience, those 11 million Truth Social followers, while he brags about 100 million followers overall, like the numbers themselves are supposed to buy seats. But it turns out it's not selling out fast, really at all. Trade groups were estimating the film would sell only $1 to $5 million worth of tickets in the U.S. opening weekend. And you don't have to be a mathematician to see how humiliating that is when the reporting says Amazon paid $40 million for the project and then spent about $35 million more promoting it. $75 million total just to maybe limp to a tiny opening. Compare that to the top documentary box office champ, Fahrenheit 9/11, which pulled roughly $41 million on its first weekend after inflation. Melania isn't anywhere close. And sure, somebody on Trump's side could try the old just buy a whole lot of tickets trick, but with this much scrutiny, people will notice. Now zoom out to the UK, where the embarrassment gets even louder. A chief executive at one of the nation's biggest cinema chains reportedly described sales as soft, and one flagship screening had sold one single ticket. One singular ticket. That's not a premiere, that's a private cry for help. And if you want a snapshot of how critics and audiences might treat it, prediction markets have been openly wagering that the Rotten Tomatoes score could land below 20%, with a majority chance of being that low. That's not good as the TV panel reaction goes. That's not good, because when the odds are below 20%, you're not chasing awards, you're dodging tomatoes. Now let's venture away from American mainstream media and really dig for the comedy gold in the Melania movie debacle, because the internet doesn't review a flop like this. It performs surgery on it without anesthesia. So the Melania movie is out here doing numbers. Just not the kind of numbers you brag about. Empty theaters, soft sales, seats so lonely they're starting a group chat and group therapy. It's giving matinee ghost. And the best part, everyone is seated for Felon 47's reaction, because you already know he's gonna wake up, see the headlines, and start rage posting like his phone owes him money. Caps lock, exclamation points, rigged box office, the cinemas are corrupt. He's about to blame AMC, the Academy, the Deep State, Rotten Tomatoes, and why not Taylor Swift for good measure? Because with Trump, accountability is always the one thing that never sells out. And the jokes keep getting meaner. One person says they bought a ticket because they wanted someplace quiet and alone. Another says it's all about the memes and the jokes that tickets are selling in the single digits. Then a comedian's line hits like a brick. Someone broke into my apartment. They didn't take anything. They just left 4 tickets to Melania, and he's calling it a hate crime. Another guy goes, I'd rather have a crushed glass and Tabasco enema than see the Melania film. That's the public mood. Not mixed, not polarized, just a synchronized flinch. Then comes the bit that's spreading because it's so vicious. So let me get this right. Melania has a new movie out. Her version of Pretty Woman, and people point out it's directed by Brett Ratner, and they riff that he's in the Epstein files, about a woman they claim is in the Epstein files, who married a man they claim is in the Epstein files. Any questions? To be crystal clear, that's a comedic allegation making the rounds, not a verdict, and the point is the same either way. Trump world is so drenched in scandal energy that even a glossy documentary can't escape the stink. And what's the actual pitch from the sarcastic hype machine? So are you sold? If so, book your ticket now for tomorrow's theater release. And here's the punchline advice. Don't drink fluids all day. You don't want to risk a bathroom break and miss. The hat, the shoes, the beautiful invitations. Beautiful. And especially the hat. Everyone wants to know. Because when the substance is thin, the accessories become the storyline. Now let me say the quiet part out loud. Trump is furious because this flop doesn't just embarrass Melania, it embarrasses him. He can bully judges, intimidate lawmakers, pressure platforms, and flood the zone with nonsense. But he can't force human beings to care. And watching him treat the box office like an election he can scream was rigged, is the most on-brand failure imaginable. The world laughs because the emperor is still shouting, still blaming, still marketing his way out of consequences, and still losing to reality. So here's your move. Share this, subscribe, and keep your eyes open because they want you exhausted, distracted, and quiet. We are anonymous. We are legion. Expect us.